Hey everybody, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we're going to take a look at a parallel vocal processing chain from a mixer we haven't really talked about on the channel yet, and that's Tony Maserati. Very famous mixer with some great credits, so I encourage you, if you haven't heard of him, look him up. It's a really simple chain and one that's common to a lot of mixers, but we're going to look at Tony Maserati's exact settings for it. And the chain is basically an 1176 compressor and an EQ to shape it afterwards. This is all in parallel coming off the main vocal. So you take a send from the main vocal to a separate aux or bus, put the 1176 and EQ on there, and blend it in to taste. The parallel channel is often automated to be brought up in louder sections of the song or choruses to give a little bit more weight to the vocal and that more compressed sound to it. So let's take a look at the 1176 settings first. So Tony Maserati either uses the BF76, the Bomb Factory one, included in Pro Tools, or this one from Wave, the CLA 76, which has its input just below the dot between 24 and 18, the output just past the dot between 24 and 18, a slow attack just past 1, and a fast release at 7. Remember that the 1176 attack and release knobs are opposite of most compressors. They are slow to fast, from left to right. It's a 12-to-1 ratio. Now, the input and output might have to be adjusted depending on how hot your vocal is. If you've got a really hot vocal coming in there, that's going to give you a lot of gain reduction. If your vocal channel level isn't quite as hot as mine is not in this mix, you might have to push the input a little bit to get the gain reduction you're looking for. The next plugin in the chain is a stock EQ in Pro Tools for Tony Maserati. It's the EQ7, and for here in Studio One, it's the Pro EQ2, but same exact thing, simple digital EQ. What we're going to do is get rid of some of the low end and woofiness of the parallel vocal by cutting some of that out through a low cut or high pass filter. 6 dB per octave at 20 hertz. That's that little cut you're seeing right there, real gentle slope. And pulling out 3.9 dB at 160 hertz with a Q just over 1. All that low information right down there, just being shaved off the vocal. So I'm going to slide the plugins over here out of the way so we can see the actual parallel channel right down here. I'm going to start with the parallel channel off and just listen to the raw vocal. Here it is. So what I'm seeing on the 1176 here is it's not getting much compression with the conservative level of this vocal, so I'm going to push the input a bit to get the amount of compression you want out of this parallel chain. Open up your eyes. There we go, and now I'm going to blend in this parallel channel. So next I'm going to start at the big part of the vocal and just bypass it on and off as it plays so you can hear the effect that the parallel chain is doing. And you will find it's a big old world and it's yours and it's mine. Open up your eyes. It just brings the vocal in your face up front. Gives it more gain, of course, you get some volume out of it, but just that feeling of being really present in the vocal. Great trick to use in any big sections of a song. Automate it so it comes in only on the chorus maybe, with a couple of really simple tools. So there it is, Tony Maserati's parallel vocal chain using 2 simple plugins you probably have a version of. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next, and I'll see you in the next one.